In this video, we're going to talk about how to cite sources. You may be familiar with MLA or APA, but in the sciences we use something a little different. We use a citation system called CSE, which stands for the Council of Science Editors. Specifically, we use their system called the name year system. And we're going to be concerned with a few different types of citations. Primarily, you're going to be finding information found in peer-reviewed scholarly sources, otherwise known as a journal article. You may also find some sources that come from books, and rarely you may find a few sources online. We're going to take an example of how to cite a scholarly journal article using the CSE name year format. The article that we're using is the nitrogen article that we located using Google Scholar in the prior video. When you have found an article that is going to be used in your paper, you need to locate a few pieces of information. First, you need to find the title, and that's pretty easy. You also need to find the author, and that information is typically located right underneath the title. If you scroll down to the bottom of the first page, you're going to find additional information that's going to be useful to you. You will find the journal name, the year of publication, the volume number, and the page number. Now that's most of the information that we are going to need, but we are looking for the issue number, which I don't see here on the bottom of the page, and nor do I see up here at the top. And so I'm going to have to go back to the location where I found this PDF, which for me was the Plant Physiology webpage. Here I'm going to get the access to the abstract, but I'm also going to find the piece of information that I'm looking for. So here is the title once again, the author, and if I draw your attention here to this blue highlighted area, you're going to see the Plant Physiology journal name, you're going to see the 2001 year, you've got the volume number, and here is what we need, this number 2 right here. That corresponds to the issue number, and that is going to be helpful to us. And then we see the page numbers that the journal article was printed on. So if we go back and check out what we need to cite for a journal article, you'll see that we need to arrange the author information, the year information, the article title, the journal title, the volume, the issue, and the page number in a particular sequence. So let's do that for this article. First, we start out with the author's last name, and we place a comma after the last name. Then we use the author's first and middle initial, and we place a period between the first initial and the middle initial, and then after the name sequence is complete. Now, your article may not give the middle initial of the author's, and that's fine. Just omit it. Just be sure to end this sentence with a period. Following that, we are going to see the year, and that also concludes with a period. Up next is the title. You capitalize the first letter of the title, and then you type out the rest of your title, and you type it out with all lowercase letters. Now, the exception to this would be if there's a proper noun in the title. If there is a colon, then you would capitalize the first letter of the word following the colon. Or if you are going to include a scientific name in your title. If that is in Latin, then you are going to need to italicize it and capitalize as appropriate. Following the title, you place a period, and then you report the journal name. So this is where the journal article was actually published. Following that, there is no period, no comma, and we have a place to put the volume and the issue number. You write the volume first, that was 127, and then in parentheses you place the issue number, which was 2. You put a colon, and then you list finally the page numbers of that article, and you conclude the citation with a period. And that's how you cite that particular article, which has just one author. If you have more than one author, when you do your citation, you're going to use the author's last name, you'll do the initials, place a comma, and then type out the first initials and the middle initial for the subsequent author and their last name, as you would here. And you finish that, and then again place the year, and continue on in the citation as you would. If you need further information, you can always ask questions about how to cite, but this journal article is the one that you're going to cite most frequently.